Hey guys, it's Tamara Bennett from Southern Adornments Decor. I'm live with you guys today to go through our September, October, September Painters Clubhouse Showcase. My brain is like, what month is it? We are going to be showing you behind the scenes of what we've been working on this month in the Painters Clubhouse. I've got pictures of some of our members' creations. I've got some of their wins that I want to share with you. And at the end, I've got a sneak peek of what's coming up next month in October. There's so many things happening right now. SA Live begins this weekend in Destin, Florida. And so I'm looking forward to that. The truck literally just pulled up, got loaded up, and left about an hour ago. So it is happening. It's all happening. And I'm so excited. Now that all the things are done, the truck has pulled away. The hard work has been put in. It is now time to just get myself down to Florida, unpack everything, and set up for the event. So that's almost the easy part after we've done all the prep work on the front end here at the wood shop. So I'm excited to be with you guys for a moment this morning to reflect on what we've done in the clubhouse over the last month. And if you have no idea what the Painters Clubhouse is, it is an inspiring community just for door hanger makers. Even if you're a beginner and have never painted a door hanger before, you are welcome in the clubhouse. You'll be seeing lots of pictures coming up in a moment of projects that our members have created, what we taught this month, and then we'll show you what's coming up the next month. So if you're interested in joining, you can find out more at paintersclubhouse.com. Good morning, Una. Hello, Jacqueline. Hannah said, I'm watching from the road on my way to Destin. Yay, I saw your post that you and your husband were heading down there. Hey, Teresa, we fly out tomorrow afternoon, so I am almost packed and ready with my clothing and stuff. I've just got to pack all my last minute things. So we're so excited. Let's dive right into what we did in the month of September. So this feels like eons ago, but we painted the holiday pickup truck on the flip side of our pumpkins and pickups workshop design. So it was a double-sided truck design. One side had a truck with pumpkins. The flip side had a truck with a Christmas tree. We did some really fun techniques in this project. We taught splatter paint. We used snow text. We did a little bit of shading. And of course, the lettering. And then our guest artist this month, Marie Mosley, taught how to paint the floral crate design. And it turned out absolutely beautiful. She did a lot of really beautiful shading on all of the flowers in this project. Good morning, Cindy. Let's see. Sheila, I think they're emailing you about that today. Thank you for reaching out. I spoke with my team about it this morning, and they're going to send you an email today about it. Deanna Evans did, okay, hang on first. Before I jump into all this, I should probably say, in our Painters Clubhouse feed, in our Facebook group, you'll see tons of photos of all kinds of different projects. And some of these designs are ones we taught, and some of them are ones we have not taught. And then some of them aren't even Southern Adornments design, like this one right here. Deanna Evans shared this one. It's a beautiful like cloud with a moon and then little stars hanging down. It's a birth announcement for a baby. And so I love that our members can share all kinds of projects in there, not just ones that are Southern Adornments projects, but no matter what they're working on. Matter of fact, I don't even know if it's in these slides or not, but this morning I was scrolling the Painters Clubhouse feed, and one of our members did, what do you call it? When you bedazzle something like with the little rhinestones, she bedazzled a rotary phone for like her library. Like I think she's a library teacher. And it was so bedazzled with all these like jewels and stuff. And I'm like, Charlie would love that. So I love seeing all kinds of fun things like that. It just makes my heart happy. Hey, Margarita. Good morning, Elizabeth and Lori. Christy said, it's my turkey. Christy's watching on YouTube. Yes, that's her turkey right over there in the picture. I love all the colors that she used on it. And let's see, below that is Christina Scruggs. She did the Hello Fall with the leaves and the foliage. That is a Southern Adornments design. Christina did a truck full of veggies, it looks like. I see lettuce and carrots and all kinds of cute things. And then above that is Kathleen's pumpkin pickup truck. And she did her pumpkins in kind of a white color instead of orange. So I love the contrast of that with her sunset sky. Oh, goodness, that yawn snuck up on me. Can y'all tell I'm tired? Hey, Patricia. Hey, Donna. Good morning, Linda. Good morning, Michelle. Who else is here? And Angel. Hey, moving right along. Angie Nolan shared the cutest little patchwork ghost trick-or-treating. And this gives me all kinds of ideas. I'm like, man, I want to paint patchwork on something. So cute. And I love the monochromatic sort of feel of it. It's mostly pinks and grays and white. And so that feels really fun too. And I like all the little patterns. Good morning, Helen. Hello, Barbara and Danetta. Darla says, well, I will miss seeing everyone. Sorry I had to switch to virtual. I am so sorry to hear that, Darla. We were looking forward to having you there, but I'm glad you'll be able to join us virtually. Brenda Crawford shared the most beautiful and detailed butterfly wreath design. Now, this is not a Southern Adornments design. And Brenda, if you're here with us, let us know where you got the wood blank to this. I want to say it might be a Hobby Lobby design, but I'm not sure about that. So, but you can really see that Brenda put in a lot of time and effort in painting all of those little butterflies, and it turned out beautifully. Missy Ratliff did a fun nod to Hocus Pocus, the movie, and it says, "Tonight we fly." You know how what's her name? Winifred with the crazy hair. She used to say that. And one of them had a mop, one had a broom, and of course, poor Mary flew on a vacuum cleaner. So that's what's in that little picture. That's a good example of how you can do something that's like normally copyrighted or licensed, like Hocus Pocus. You can't do designs that would say like Hocus Pocus and have the pictures of the witches on them because that is licensed by Disney and Disney will sue you. However, a design like Missy did just has a words that says "Tonight we fly." We all know that like that's a phrase from that movie. But unless that particular phrase is copyrighted, it's totally okay to use it on a door hanger. And then of course it's got the vacuum, the broom, and the mop. So that's also probably not something that's copyrighted. So it's a clever way of doing a Hocus Pocus door hanger without doing something that would get you a copyright infringement notice. So very clever, Missy. I love it. Renee Martin did a school bus design with, I'm trying to tell, it looks like it might have the window cut out, like you could hold up your face in the window and smile. If so, that is so clever. Love that idea. Lori Peterson did the floral pumpkin. That was in our big box of blanks last month. So it's been fun to see those pop up. Hey, Carrie, welcome in. Also, Linda Helser did the pumpkin full of sunflowers and added a 3D welcome word onto hers. Beautiful job. Love the shading on the pumpkin. Norma Miller painted her gingerbread house from the Painters Clubhouse. Now, that is a Painters Clubhouse tutorial. There's a couple versions of that gingerbread house in the clubhouse. Tammy Polk painted an outline of a pumpkin with some bright, fun pops of color and a gorgeous bow, and it just pops on that black door. Lisa Purvis painted the floral crate. That was the one that our guest artist this month painted. Marie Mosley taught it. And Lisa did a beautiful job with all the shading on her flowers and all the little details. If you look closely, the centers of those flowers have so many details. And then Danya Johnson shared a really fun door hanger. It's not a Southern Adornments one, but it's the outline of a Highland cow with two ghosts popping in on the side, and it says boo. So, you know, I love good pun. Good morning, Sandy. Some wins. Kelly Wilkins said, I joined Painters Clubhouse and completed my very first door hanger. So you see, at the beginning of this live, I said you can be an absolute beginner and still join us in the clubhouse. Kelly here painted her very first door hanger with us here in the clubhouse. So even if you've never painted one before, you are welcome here. You can get started now. Holly McCord painted Lola the Highland cow on a mailbox. How cute is that? Which reminds me, my mailbox sadly needs painting so badly. I think I painted my mailbox like 8 years ago, and that paint is chipping off something bad. I probably just need to buy a new mailbox, paint a new one, and put it out. And here I'm thinking like, then I wouldn't have to do it again for 8 years. Kathy Hayes said, I painted several items this week. I work full time, but I love to paint, and I do it every chance I get. I also finished Ornaments 2024. And started the Lola Bandana Project. Something about what Kathy said really hit home to me. A lot of you guys usually say, I can't join the Painters Clubhouse because I just don't have the time to paint. Kathy here works a full-time job and still finds time to paint. I think sometimes we waste a lot more time than we think scrolling on TikTok or Facebook or Binging shows on Netflix. I'm guilty. I think I binged like 3 episodes of the Nashville TV show on Netflix last night. Did y'all know that show is on Netflix now? I've watched it already once before, but I'm like, oh, okay, I'll watch it again. It's so good. But the other thing that this made me think of, Kathy, was that I have been painting over the last week and a half, a pair of jeans for the denim fashion show at SA Live. And Charlie is painting a denim jacket for SA Live. And we had all of that set out on our dining room table for the whole week. I'm talking the water cup, the brushes, the paints, the project. Everything's been splayed out on our dining room table for over a week now. And what I kept finding myself doing was, if I had 15 minutes here, 30 minutes there, I would sit down and work on the project. And it made the project so much easier to consume, so much easier to do, because I wasn't having to like sit down and do the entire project start to finish all at once. I was able to like, okay, I've got 30 minutes before I have to start cooking dinner. I'll sit down and just paint this little section right here. Okay, I'll let that dry, because painting on fabric is a whole lot slower than painting on door hangers. Y'all always talk about how fast I paint on door hangers. Painting fabric is different. Not only is it slower, but it takes so much more paint, and you have to wait so long for the paint to dry. And because my heat gun is here in the craft room and I was working in the dining room, I was like, oh, I don't want to get out the heat gun and an extension cord and all that. So I just let it air dry. But what I found myself doing was coming back to it little by little and just working on it in 15 or 30-minute spurts. And it made the project so much easier and more joyful. So if you're like Kathy and you work full time, or like me and you feel like you don't have a lot of free time, just leaving the project out in an area where you can come back to it frequently makes it easier to do. How many of you guys like to do puzzles? Anybody? I love to do puzzles, and I love to have a puzzle sitting out on a table where nobody's going to disturb it, that I can just go back to it. Which reminds me, we should get a puzzle together for while we're in Destin at the beach next week. My family loves to do puzzles too, and having one while we're on vacation is always really fun, because anybody can sit down and work on it for just 5 to 10 minutes or 30 minutes and then come back to it later. And so having a puzzle out that you can constantly work on is really nice. And it's kind of the same with a painting project too. I've never really thought about that in terms of like how it relates, but it's the same, because you could sit down and just work on a little bit of it. You don't have to finish the whole puzzle all at once. You don't have to finish the whole painting all at once. Danetta says, I love puzzles. Hannah says, me. Michelle enjoys puzzles. It makes me think I need to buy a puzzle as soon as I get down to Florida and start it like on one of the tables in our beach house, because we're going to have over 20 people. We're not staying at the resort with everybody else. There was too many of us. There's like 23 of us. So we are all staying in a huge beach house together for like 8 nights. So pray for us. It's going to be fun. Deborah Burcham said her win was that she finally hit, get this, her 100th paint party milestone. Oh, I am shocked. She said, I started out slow last year. 100 parties in a year? Y'all, are y'all reading this? She said maybe 3 or 4 a month. That was slow for her. For me, that was like great. Went back when I was doing paint parties. She said, I can't believe I now average, are you seeing this? Between 15 and 20 parties a month. She said, I actually had to turn away some business because I want to still be able to enjoy it. I don't want to ever feel like it's a job. Thank you to everyone in this group who has helped and inspired me along the way. Deborah, at the height, I already told her this in the Painters Clubhouse, but at the height of my paint party business, before I started Painters Clubhouse, I think I did 12 to 15 a month. So the fact that you're doing 15 to 20 is amazing. Now, granted, I had small children, so that did play a factor in my availability and stuff like that. But I am blown away at how awesome all of this is going for you. And she did tell us that she's doing a lot of these in like not assisted living, retirement communities, places where they have like a recreation hall or a recreation director. And so she's coming back again and again and teaching there pretty regularly. So that's a really great gig. Brenda says, I love a good puzzle. Connie says she has a puzzle going all the time. We do in the winter, but not much in the summer. And it's been a while since we did one, so I feel like it's overdue. The kids love working on them too. If you enjoyed this like showcase that we just did, we do something like this in the Clubhouse almost every Friday. It's called a weekly powwow. You see that right over there. And I just come live in the group right after Friday Fab 5, and I share what we've been working on this past week. I share member photos, talk about what's coming up, which in a moment we're going to be talking about what we're doing in October in the Clubhouse. So that's just one of the fun things we do. Aside from the painting tutorials, we also have Zoom paint parties. We have a rock star of the month. Our rock star in August was Linda Holzhauser. She is a local here in Kentucky. So congrats, Linda. And then we also do something called a technique spotlight. Now, in those technique spotlights, they are usually only about 15 minutes long, 20 minutes long, and it's me teaching a like targeted technique or a guest artist teaching a targeted technique. Now, the technique spotlight we're doing in October is more like an hour long, but it is like a full painting tutorial. And then at the end, I teach you how to like finish off the ornaments and stuff like that. So I'm going to show you a picture of those in just a moment. And then we also do a happy mail giveaway. So the projects that we complete throughout the month, we encourage you to take a picture, post them inside of a dedicated post in the group, and then one lucky winner is going to win a companion pack of wood blanks for all the projects for the upcoming month. So we just drew our winner for the latest one, and it was Tina Lansbury. Deborah says, I have no children. So yes, retirement and assisted living facilities. Yeah, you have a lot more availability than I did when I was doing paint parties. My children were like 3 and 6 years old at that time. So it was very, very busy. And then here's a sneak peek at what's coming in the month of October. Now, this little Christmas tree is called the Cute Chunky Christmas Tree. We're actually going to be teaching that one not once, but 3 times in the month of October. I'm teaching it once. Lauren Martin is teaching it, and then Pam Savage is teaching it. So one design, 3 different versions of it. So it's almost like an instant remix or a double remix. And so you're going to get to see this same design painted in different painting styles and color palettes. And so I'm really excited about this. It's something that sometimes I do in the spring and the fall following a workshop on the public page. I'll do the same design 3 different ways. Well, this time we're doing it inside the Clubhouse, but we're having guest artists do it their way since they have different styles. And so I'm excited about that. So these are the 2 templates that our Painters Clubhouse members will be getting, the Cute Chunky Christmas Tree, and then the Claus attachment bundle of templates they will also get. It comes with Santa Claus, Mrs. Claus, and the reindeer. And I'm going to be teaching those 3 as an ornament technique spotlight. So here's what they look like, all painted up. Look how cute. And I even show you how to make the little hanger on them. Here's Mrs. Claus. Super cute. I'm just so pleased with how these turned out. So this tutorial is actually one that I already recorded for you all. October is going to be a crazy month for me. And so I recorded it, and it's going to be a technique spotlight. You guys will have instant access to that starting October the 6th. You'll be able to, oh, look, and I even painted the edges. Can you believe it? Y'all probably never seen me paint the edges of anything. And so that's a tutorial y'all will get October the 6th, along with the templates for that. And then those little wood pieces are also in our companion pack this month. So if you're interested in joining our amazing group, I'm going to put a QR code up on the screen. You can also go to paintersclubhouse.com and join right away. I'm going to stick around now, though, for a couple minutes and see if anybody has any questions about the group or questions about SA Live coming up, or just want to chit chat. Tell me what you've been up to. Tell me about your experiences with painting lately. Do any of you guys have wins you want to share? Kathy says, I can't wait to get my companion pack. It's going to be so much fun. Yeah, the companion pack this month has that cute, chunky Christmas tree. It's got those 3 ornaments. And then there's an alternative option 2 that comes with a nutcracker that has ribbon legs. And that's just a teaser because that's coming out October the 1st in our template club release. I was like, my brain is fried. Our template club release on October the 1st. So y'all can be looking for that soon. Darla says, so cute. Hello, Susanna. Linda says, I haven't received my Rockstar t-shirt. I will find out about that, Linda. How long ago did you find out that you were the Rockstar? If it was just a few days ago, then they may not have had time to get that order put in yet. Susanna says, I've now sold my first 4 door hangers in the last couple weeks. What kind of designs were they, Susanna? Share that with us. Deborah says, I get very excited each month right before the template club drops. I know, it's like Christmas, isn't it? You never know what's coming. Kathy said, I finished the Merry Christmas mittens last week, but I haven't posted a picture yet. Mine is hanging up here behind me. This is the one that we painted last Tuesday. So if you showed up here looking for a painting tutorial today and were like, why isn't she painting? It's because I painted last week. And we did snow text and a Rider bottle for some texture. And this turned out so pretty. It's even got glitters on the letters, but it's hard to see. And of course, the splatter paint in the background was super fun as well. Janine says, what is the companion pack? A companion pack is like a monthly kit. It's optional for our members. So most of our members cut their own wood blanks, or they use our templates on pre-cut blanks. Like they'll pick up wood rounds at Hobby Lobby or buy them in bulk from our shop, and then just trace templates onto those and use them. The other option is to buy a companion pack each month. It's like a monthly kit where it's got all the wood pieces that I'm going to be painting in the coming month. So like I said, this last month's companion pack had that, let me put it back up on the screen, that cute little chunky Christmas tree in an 18-inch. It also had these little 6-inch ornaments that you can paint. And then, so there's two options. So option 1 came with those 2 items. Option 2 came with an additional piece, the nutcracker with ribbon legs, which I don't have a picture of right now, but that one is not a Painters Clubhouse tutorial. So our Painters Clubhouse members won't be getting the template to that, but it is a tutorial that I'll be painting on my public Facebook page and on YouTube, just like I did that mittens design. And so we put the wood blank to that in our companion pack for the convenience of our members. So they have all the pieces for what I'm painting that month. Crystal says, I'm watching on a computer, and the last 2 weeks I can type comments, but can't see any comments. Any suggestions? Crystal, I wonder if your Facebook app needs updating. Is it an app? Janet says, I've got a paint party tonight for 33. I hope you've got some help, Janet. That's a big party. Congrats. So exciting. Vicki says, I have given away to family and friends. Now it's time to paint for me. Yes. Have you not sold any yet, Vicki? Are you just giving them away? Don't discount yourself. You could probably sell them if you wanted to. But I'm glad you're taking time to paint for you as well. Linda says, I don't remember when Nicole said I was rock starred. Okay. Yeah, they probably, I will check about that because it probably should have gotten to you by now, I would think. Christina said, I just set up and did my first booth at a fall market last weekend. I sold Halloween, fall, and a few Christmas door hangers. So fun. And I passed out a lot of business cards. That is awesome. I'm so glad it was such a success. And it was your first booth. That's so exciting. Christy said, will you still be doing the big box of blanks? I'm trying to decide. Yes, we just shipped out all of the big box of blanks yesterday. So if you want one, you can get in there and order it, and it will ship probably today or tomorrow. We're going to be doing a reveal of the next big box of blanks when I get back from SA Live on October 10th. So it'll be that Friday. And so I'll be showing you what's inside. We'll be doing a big promotion for Big Box of Blanks over that next week. But now is the time to join. If you're thinking about getting the Big Box of Blanks subscription, let me just preface this by saying Big Box of Blanks is completely separate and outside of the Painters Clubhouse. It's a subscription box that only goes out 4 times a year. So don't get confused if we were also talking about Painters Clubhouse. It's completely separate. But yeah, the price for Big Box of Blanks is going to be going up by $10 next year for the 2026 boxes, because we have started adding 3D pieces to all of our door hangers over the last year. And so the value has really gone up a lot. And I will say the 3D pieces in this next box are next level. Like it took so much time to pack these because there were so many little 3D pieces. So you're not going to want to miss this next box. Susanna said, I sold a bee-themed design, a Harley Davidson, a scarecrow with a sunflower and a pumpkin, and then a double-sided one with Boo Babe on one side and a turkey on the other. That's so great. Thank you for sharing that, Susanna. Vicki said, have you ever thought of making stands for some of your smaller door hangers and ornaments? Are you talking about like candlestick stands? Like we have these, and they have like a little magnet, and so you can put a metal disc on the back of a piece, and it will just magnetize to it. So this is our candlestick stand, and it comes with a set of ornaments if you so choose. That's available in our shop. If you're talking about like a little piece that like attaches like this to the bottom, we do have what's called a door hanger stand blank in our shop that can be purchased and added. And then the other thing we did it on the Painters Clubhouse cruise. It was like a little stand with a knob and you could hang something on it. So that's not something we're selling publicly, but it was a design that we taught on our cruise. Oh, just like 3 leg stands, like an easel, sort of. I hadn't thought about that, but we totally could. That's a great suggestion. I will make a note of that. Maybe I can have some made up for the next Whatnot sale, and then we could test those. And if y'all really love them, then maybe it's something we could add to our shop. Okay, I made myself a note. Wendy said, is your current big box of blanks? Oh, that's what you're looking for. Okay, good. Is your current big box of blanks members cost going up? No, current members pricing will stay the same. Sheila said, I got my Rockstar shirt last week. Awesome. And then Vicky said, I haven't tried to sell any door hangers. I can't deal with picky women. Oh, that's too funny. I wouldn't worry about them being picky. If it's a design you've already painted and you post a picture and they love it and want to buy it, that's different. But I understand what you're saying as far as like, you can say, I don't take custom orders. I only sell designs that I have painted. Then it's like, well, what you see is what you get. Can't be picky about that. That almost rhymed. Any other questions? Anything else you want to wrap up? Wendy said, I can't wait for my box. It should be on its way. The UPS man picked up all the rest of the boxes yesterday. We tried to get them all shipped out before we leave for SA Live tomorrow. If any of you guys do want the big box of blanks, I will put up a QR code for how to get it. Hold on just a second. Let me grab the link. Here's the link. StreamYard has this new thing where you can pop QR codes up on the screen. And I was like, it's pretty handy. I don't think you can click on it, but you can screenshot it and then tap on the link that's in the in your camera roll on the screenshot. Susanna says, Vicky, that's hilarious. I've only sold what I already made. Then they don't have a choice. Yeah, you can just be like, I don't do custom orders. I only sell what I've already painted. Are companion packs still available? Are we talking about for September or October? Right now, September one's no longer available. I think October is the one that you can grab. And I can put up the QR code for that if you need it, Deanna, or I can drop the link in the comments. Okay, here's the link for the QR code. Well, I was trying to grab the link for it. So this is for the October companion pack for those of you who are Painters Clubhouse members. Yep, there it is right there. So just grab that if you need it. You're welcome. Any other questions? Margarita says it's like Christmas for me every time I receive the big box of blanks. I'm so glad that you feel that way. The items in the big box of blanks are always a surprise to our subscribers. Now, if you join anytime, well, I'm going to do the reveal of what's in the big box of blanks October 10th. So you'll still be able to order that box after you see what's in it on October 10th. And so you'll be able to see that one. But in the future, your boxes will be a surprise to you. And so that's kind of fun because it's like somebody else picked out all the designs for you. And it's so convenient because it comes with the wood blanks, the tutorial, the supply list. You don't have to like think about anything. You just grab your paints and go. All right. Thank you, Linda. She said, have safe travels and have a blast. I hope you guys also have safe travels, and I'll see you all in at SA Live in just a few days. Thank you all for showing up for me. And if you're ready to join the Painters Clubhouse, like we said, just go to paintersclubhouse.com. You can sign up now, be a part of our amazing community. Christy just signed up for the big box of blanks. Wonderful. Jenny says, I love the surprise element when you open the box. You guys are awesome. See you soon. Bye, everyone.